The cold metal bit into her wrists. The chain rattled as she shifted, but the orders were clear. Weakling, taunt her. The mocking voices echoed around her, sharp, unrelenting, designed to break her resolve. Every nerve in her body screamed to give in, to react, but she didn't. She held herself still, breathing slow, eyes steady, muscles coiled like springs. The world around her seemed to shrink to the sound of her heartbeat and the subtle creak of the shackles. Before I tell you what happened next, tell me in the comments where you're re-watching from. I love knowing who is listening. Lieutenant Mara Voss had been in situations that would make most men falter, yet this moment tested her in ways nothing else had. Physically restrained, emotionally challenged, and psychologically taunted, she felt the weight of the challenge pressing down on her from all sides. The voices were relentless. Chorus of doubt and cruelty meant to make her collapse, but Mara was not someone who broke easily. The training ground smelled of damp concrete and sweat. Sunlight streamed through high windows, cutting long streaks across the floor, illuminating the dust that danced in the air. Each movement of the taunting group sent shadows flickering across the walls, mirroring the inner storm raging in her mind. She tightened her grip on the shackles, feeling the cold metal sink into her skin, a constant reminder of the physical barrier she had to overcome. The first wave of taunts came from a junior recruit, eager to impress, eager to participate in breaking her spirit. Mara's jaw clenched, but her eyes never wavered. She focused on her breathing, on the rhythm of her muscles, on the calculation of leverage and force that could turn her disadvantage into advantage. Every soldier watching, every voice mocking, was feeding into her awareness, sharpening her focus. The second wave of taunts was more aggressive, bolder, from seasoned peers who had faced her in drills before. They circled, whispered, dared her to react. Her mind cataloged every movement, every shadow, every micro-shift of weight in the room. She knew her moment would come, but it required patience. She had to wait for the precise instant when control and opportunity aligned. Time stretched. Moments that seemed endless became instruments of preparation. Her fingers, though bound, began to test the shackles, subtly probing weak points. Muscles she barely thought about flexed and released, strength measured in micro-adjustments, in precise motion. Mara's breathing was steady, a quiet counterpoint to the chaotic noise surrounding her. Then came the opportunity. Slight misstep from one of the observers, a chain loosened just enough, a momentary misalignment of the shackle. Mara acted. She twisted, pivoted, and in a single, fluid motion, the chain gave way. The sound of metal snapping echoed across the room, silencing the taunts for a heartbeat, long enough for the disbelief to register. She stood free, breath heavy but controlled, muscles primed, eyes sharp. The room was still. The taunting had ceased not because they had won, but because they realized they were witnessing something extraordinary. A Navy SEAL, tested, restrained, mocked, had not only resisted, she had broken free with precision and power that left everyone in awe. Murmurs spread through the soldiers like wildfire. Whispers of respect replaced the jeers. Some faces showed shock, others reluctant admiration. Mara did not lower her gaze or posture. She had proven a principle more profound than strength, resilience. Patience and self-mastery outshine brute force every time. She recalled moments from her prior missions, hostage rescues, infiltration operations, and high-stakes extractions where every move required timing, precision, and calm in the storm. This moment, though less perilous in a physical sense, mirrored the same principles. Courage was not simply reacting, it was calculated, patient, and controlled. The senior officer overseeing the exercise approached, nodding subtly, acknowledgement in his eyes. Mara felt neither pride nor triumph. This was not about recognition. It was about proving to herself and to those around her that discipline and mental fortitude are what define a SEAL. It's not intimidation or brute strength. The training room slowly returned to life. Conversations resumed, movements shifted, but the lesson lingered. Mara's calm, decisive break from the shackle became a quiet demonstration that would resonate far beyond this room. It was a story of courage, patience, and mastery over adversity, a story that would be told and remembered long after the echoes of laughter and taunts faded. Because true strength is not in the chains that bind you, nor in the voices that doubt you. It is in the control you maintain when every instinct screams to yield. And as Mara walked from the room, every eye on her, the lesson was clear. Resilience is quiet, precise, and unstoppable. If this story inspired you, comment where you're watching from. Share it with someone who believes in courage under pressure. Subscribe to Whispered Words for more cinematic, emotional, and unforgettable military mission stories.